here are some common preposition mistakes and how to correct them to improve your accuracy and fluency. 1. Absorbed in, not at. Don't say, she was absorbed at reading her novel. Say, she was absorbed in reading her novel. 2. Accuse of, not for. Don't say, they accused him for breaking the window. Say, they accused him of breaking the window. 3. Accustomed to, not with. Don't say, I'm accustomed with waking up early. Say, I'm accustomed to waking up early. 4. Afraid of, not from. Don't say, he's afraid from the dark. Say, he's afraid of the dark. 5. Aim at, not on or against. Don't say, he aimed on the basket but missed. Say, he aimed at the basket but missed. 6. Angry with, a person, angry at, a thing. Don't say, she was angry against her friend. Say, she was angry with her friend. Don't say, he was angry with the traffic. Say, he was angry at the traffic. 7. Anxious about, not for. Don't say, she was anxious for her grades. Say, she was anxious about her grades. 8. Arrive at, small places, arrive in, big places. Don't say, they arrived to the cinema late. Say, they arrived at the cinema late. Don't say, he arrived at Paris yesterday. Say, he arrived in Paris yesterday. 9. Ashamed of, not from. Don't say, he felt ashamed from his mistake. Say, he felt ashamed of his mistake. 10. Believe in, faith. Believe with no preposition means, accept as true. Don't say, she believes to ghosts. Say, she believes in ghosts. Don't say, I believe in what he said. Say, I believe what he said. 11. Boast of and about, not for. Don't say, he boasted for his cooking skills. Say, he boasted of his cooking skills. 12. Careful of, careful about and careful with, not for. Don't say, be careful for your words. Say, be careful about your words. 13. Travel by, not with. Don't say, we traveled with a plane. Say, we traveled by plane. 14. Complain about, general, complain of, illness. Don't say, she complained for the loud noise. Say, she complained about the loud noise. Don't say, he complained about a headache. Say, he complained of a headache. 15. Composed of, not from. Don't say, water is composed from hydrogen and oxygen. Say, water is composed of hydrogen and oxygen. 16. Confidence in, not to. Don't say, I have confidence to my team. Say, I have confidence in my team. 17. Conform to, not with. Don't say, we must conform with the school rules. Say, we must conform to the school rules. 18. Congratulate on, not for. Don't say, he congratulated me for my promotion. Say, he congratulated me on my promotion. 19. Consist of, not from. Don't say, the test consists from multiple sections. Say, the test consists of multiple sections. 20. Covered with, not by. Don't say, the ground was covered by snow. Say, the ground was covered with snow. 21. Cure of, not from. Don't say, the medicine cured him from his illness. Say, the medicine cured him of his illness. 22. Depend on and upon, not from. Don't say, my success depends from hard work. Say, my success depends on hard work. 23. Deprive of, not from. Don't say, the law deprives them from their rights. Say, the law deprives them of their rights. 24. Die of, illness, not from. Don't say, he died from cancer. Say, he died of cancer. 25. Divide into, not in. Don't say, she split the book in 3 parts. Say, she split the book into 3 parts. Note, you can say he broke the sandwich in 2 or in half. 26. No doubt about or of, not for. Don't say, I have no doubt for his honesty. Say, I have no doubt about his honesty. Note, you can also say I am doubtful of his ability to succeed. 27. Dressed in, not with. Don't say, the girl was dressed with a red gown. Say, the girl was dressed in a red gown. Note, you can also say the girl was in red. 28. Exception to, not of. Don't say, this rule has an exception of grammar. Say, this rule has an exception to grammar. Note, you can say with the exception of, he eats everything with the exception of seafood. 29. Exchange for, not buy. Don't say, he exchanged his old car by a new one. Say, he exchanged his old car for a new one. Note, in exchange for, she gave her ticket in exchange for cash. 30. Fail in, not from. Don't say, she failed from mathematics last year. Say, she failed in mathematics last year. 31. Full of, not with or from. Don't say, the cup was full with coffee. Say, the cup was full of coffee. Note, fill uses with, he filled the jar with honey. 32. Get rid of, not from. Don't say, he needs to get rid from his old habits. Say, he needs to get rid of his old habits. 33. Glad about, not from or with. Don't say, she was glad from receiving the prize. Say, she was glad about receiving the prize. 34. Good at, not in. Don't say, he is good in solving puzzles. Say, he is good at solving puzzles. Note, weak in, she is weak in history. 35. Guard against, not from. Don't say, you should guard from bad influences. Say, you should guard against bad influences. 36. Guilty of, not for. Don't say, he was found guilty for fraud. Say, he was found guilty of fraud. 37. Independent of, not from. Don't say, she is independent from her parents now. Say, she is independent of her parents now. Note, dependent on, children are dependent on their guardians. 38. Indifferent to, not for. Don't say, they are indifferent for political issues. Say, they are indifferent to political issues. 39. Insist on, not to. Don't say, he insists to his version of the story. Say, he insists on his version of the story. 40. Interested in, not for. Don't say, he's interested for psychology. Say, he's interested in psychology. Note, he takes a great interest in astronomy. 41. Jealous of, not from. Don't say, she's jealous from her friend's success. Say, she's jealous of her friend's success. 42. Leave for a place, not to a place. Don't say, they are leaving to Paris next week. Say, they are leaving for Paris next week. 43. Live on, not from. Don't say, he lives from his salary. Say, he lives on his salary. 44. Look at, not to. Don't say, look to the beautiful rainbow. Say, look at the beautiful rainbow. 45. Married to, not with. Don't say, he is married with a lawyer. Say, he is married to a lawyer. Note, engaged to, she was engaged to Mike before they got married. 46. Opposite to, not from. Don't say, their house is opposite from ours. Say, their house is opposite to ours. Alternative, their house is opposite ours. 47. Pass by a place, not from a place. Don't say, will you pass from the post office? Say, will you pass by the post office? Alternative, will you pass the post office? 48. Play for a team, not with a team. Don't say, he plays regularly with that team. Say, he plays regularly for that team. 49. pleased with, not from. Don't say, the teacher is pleased from me. Say, the teacher is pleased with me. 50. Popular with, not among. Don't say, John is popular among his friends. Say, John is popular with his friends.